Hey, what's going on, guys? Rudy here with the Retro Universe, and recently cassettes have taken over my life, and I've been using this Sony Walkman here, but unfortunately I've been having lots of issues with it recently. I replaced the belt and everything, but it still is not sounding great. I don't know if it was just one of the lower end models, but I have this Aiwa PX347 cassette player that I actually had stored away in one of my boxes when we moved. I was recently looking through them and I found this guy, and I'm honestly not sure why I put it away. I mean, look at the slim design compared to the Sony Walkman. Now, I know there's thinner Walkmans out there, but this thing is super sleek and small, and I just absolutely fell in love with its design. Again, I'm not sure why I had put it away. It has Dolby NR audio on it, and then here you got your volume and then your headphone jack, of course. And it only takes two AAA batteries, which again, with the design being as slim as it is, it makes sense. But I think this is a fantastic cassette player, and it sounds really, really great. So it has this hold option on it here, and the reason for that is because the touch, it's almost like touch controls, like it says here, feather touch control. So you barely have to press the button in order for it to start working. So the hold option is nice, you know, if you're gonna have it in your pockets or in a bag or something while you're listening to music. The super bass sounds incredible. It sounded really good with the music I've been listening to recently. And one little thing I want to show here, you can see this tiny little gap at the top. Let me go ahead and open this up. This might be the reason why someone might have sent it. I forgot to mention, I bought this at a Savers thrift shop with the box and headphones and everything, but it's missing a couple of the little teeth that actually push this down in place and hold it. Now, I have noticed that you still need to slide that opening for it to open, so thankfully it doesn't just open on its own or, you know, easily. But yeah, a couple of the teeth are missing on it that actually, you know, lock it in place completely, which is kind of a bummer, but I can see why someone might have ended up wanting to recycle it or get rid of it. Which, hey, that's great for me because this thing sounds incredible and it still functions perfectly well. I've been using these Bose headphones with it wired up, and it just sounds amazing through them. But let's go ahead and connect it to this Sony speaker I have here, just so you guys can verify that I'm not joking about it working. Let's put the volume down. So hopefully copyright doesn't get me for this little bit of audio that's playing from Van Halen. But yeah, this thing sounds good, and probably hearing it through this video doesn't do it justice, but it just sounds amazing. Again, the only thing I've noticed it being an issue is the little door mechanism thing, but overall, everything else on it sounds fantastic, and I have to say this is going to be my go-to cassette player now. I was really close to picking up a FiiO CP13, but honestly, this one just is good enough for me, and it's a smaller size, which is really nice. I love the features that it has on it. No radio, but honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with just being 4 cassettes. And yeah, again, this is an amazing player, and these don't go for cheap either, so they are priced pretty similarly to what some Sony Walkman are going to go for. I think this one might be in like the hundreds or a little under 100 range. I've seen a lot of them that are parts only for about like $50, $60 to $70. But yeah, this guy is incredible. If you have one of these or one similar, let me know how they work for you. Or if you're sticking with Sony Walkman or something else, let me know down in the comments what's your best way that you like to listen to cassettes. I know I've been doing a lot of videos recently on cassettes and music and stuff. I will get back to the video games, but I was looking at the Sony Walkman. I'm like, man, this thing feels really cheap now compared to the Aiwa. Just the plastic on it feels really cheap. I know it's one of their lower end models, so I can see why I was having issues with it. But yeah, the Aiwa PX347, check it out, guys, if you're interested in picking one up on eBay. That's gonna do it for the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.